The holiday seasons are just around the corner, and I feel like every single year, these companies just start earlier and earlier. Instead of calling it the Black Friday sale, they're calling end of season sale, private sale, whatever they want to call it. They're just getting the sales and discounts started early because, as most companies, they need to wrap up their year-end numbers and finish strong. So deals are to be had. The best, I don't know if they want to play some mind games, but when I feel like the prices are good enough, I'm going to start purchasing. I'm going to cover some clothing, makeup, jewelry, shoes, and of course, wrap it up with a handbag. All of these deals I found, I did post them on my Instagram. So if you do not follow me there, definitely do so, because they sell out quickly. At least the good pieces, they sell out quickly. So you want to check out and pay attention to the stories I post. And it's going to be very curated. I'm not going to blast you with a bunch of like, kind of med deals. They're going to be good. So definitely jump on it when you can if it suits what you're looking for. Let's not waste any more time and get right into all of the goodies that I was able to pick up. The first piece I'm already wearing that I recently picked up. This is 100% cotton from Anine Bing. I purchased this from Shopbob, which I did post a lot of handbag deals. Majority of it was 40% off, or at least up to 40% off. But however, some of the items were already discounted and then another 20, 30, 40% off on top of that. And I've been a big fan of Anine Bing since I saw Beauty Luxe Lover coming in strong with all of the pieces that she picked up, and Anine Bing's designs and aesthetic really suits me, and I do like it. It's a little bit edgy, a little bit chic, but not really, also very modern at the same time, which is totally my jam. So this sweatshirt I did pick up, I think it was like 40 or 50% off, and if it's still on sale, everything I'm talking about today will be pinned in the comments section down below, as well as the description box. I bought a number of sweatshirts from Anine Bing already, and originally I went with the oversized large. However, this time around, I picked up a medium and it fits me much better. So I'm really pumped. Again, 100% cotton. I'm trying to be a little bit more conscious about what I purchase when it comes to clothing. Less of the synthetic materials, more natural fibers, such as 100% cotton, which is what this is. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully it holds up really well. Everything from Anine Bing, in my opinion, are very high quality, or is very high quality. Two other items I also picked up from Shopbob, and I'm kind of just bouncing all over the place. And you've heard me talk about Gola before. I know Sambas from Adidas are all the rage. In my opinion, that is not very comfortable for me at all. The Adidas one, like the back flap that kind of digs into the heel. Again, that's just probably a me problem. But for me, the Gola ones are about the same price, and this is a British brand. I feel like they're way more comfortable. They have a lot more fun colors, in my opinion. So these were, I think, 40% off. I think I'm going to be returning this particular pair. This is the badminton one. I don't know all of the model names, but these are really cute, but they're not as comfortable, even though the padding is pretty nice. Again, I have really odd feet. Might not be a problem for you, but these were, I think, like $50, $60, but the padding is not as nice. So I will be returning, but if you like the style of this, I think it's very on trend. However, it's also very casual. It is canvas, but this is definitely a little bit different from your typical Sambas from Adidas. This pair I'm definitely going to keep because it's very similar to my pink ones that I freaking love and wear everywhere, and they are suede. The ones I picked up for my pink pair, they're the Tornado, whereas this one is called the Bullet Suede, and this is in the off-white surf pale gum color. So I guess they named it like 3 different names, and these are exactly what I expect Golas to be. Don't be afraid of suede shoes or suede material because they're so easy to take care of. All you have to do is spray it down with Kiwi Protector. Personally, I'm a big fan of Kiwi Protector over Carbon Pro. And if you get scuffed, then you just grab a suede brush and just buff it out. I have so many pairs of suede shoes, heels that I wear to work, and I've taken care of them with zero issues whatsoever. So suede is like the hottest shit right now. So if you don't want to wear it in a bag or clothing, maybe shoes are the way to go. And these are really cost effective. They're less than $100, I want to say. So definitely check these out and give them a try because I highly, highly recommend. The last item I picked up from the Shop Bop sale is also from Anine, and this is their baseball cap. Again, this is a me issue. I have a massive head. So for me to find baseball caps that actually fit my head really well and comfortably, I'm gonna snatch them up. So this is the second baseball cap that I am purchasing. It's just in a different color. The first one I picked up was in more of a clay, orangey, brownish color, whereas this one obviously is in a navy. I actually picked up two of these. So I got one for my mom and one for myself because we both have really big heads. I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, and these were actually viral for quite a long time, maybe this year, maybe last year, I can't remember. So I decided to test them out, and they worked out phenomenally. And I know this is very personal. However, as much as I would like to spend high-end money, or I guess designer money, on foundation, makeup, and skincare, part of how I save money is finding really good Korean skincare products for a fraction of the cost that work phenomenally. And same thing when it comes to makeup. And these are currently at 40% off. And I think at the time of filming and when I post this, it will still be 40% off. They've been doing 40% off for a while here. So this comes out to be, I think, like $15, which is unbeatable, and this lasts forever. And what's nice about this, I just went to grab mine that I'm pretty much almost done, is that it comes with a doe foot. So you could just swipe it all over your face and use a brush to kind of blend everything out. You don't need a whole lot. If you're not looking for that full coverage, it does cover all of your regular blemishes and whatnot. So highly recommend. For $15, it's worth trying. But yeah, this is fantastic. Hence, I wanted to stock up on it. And I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, so I think this is going to last me for an entire year. I did pick up two different shades. One is LM2. And the other one is LM1, so light, medium, neutral, more of a neutral tone, undertone. And this one is for me coming out of the summer where I'm a little bit more tanned. Even though I wear sunscreen every day, I still get tanned a little bit. And then this one going into the winter, coming out of the winter, I'm usually a light shader. A shade lighter, where I go down to an LM1. Because they were doing a 40% off and I wanted to try other things that for this brand, I've only used their skin tint. They also had a bronzer stick, so I haven't used this. I'll let you know how it is. And this came out to be, I think, like $8, so what's to lose? I love the design of this because majority of the time, even with lipstick, you see how it just opens and closes, right? And that can easily pop out and start getting, everywhere and making a mess. This one is super smart. It basically is, a screw on, and that is such a better design to keep it much more secure. The last item I picked up from About Face is this cheek blush balm, and you can see I started using it already, and I don't need a mirror. A lot of these brands make it really luxurious and you keep buying new items and they come with mirrors and whatever. I think the reason why they're able to keep their costs relatively low and still have fantastic products is that they don't add mirrors. Something to me, I think it's a little bit unnecessary, and this actually has worked out really nicely. I don't like my blush to be super pigmented. I like the soft glow, not even pinkish, but they do have a lot of different shades, and I do like the more balmy kind of foundation and skin tint, and of course bronzer. Let me just swatch this for you because I totally forgot to. Not a makeup channel. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to makeup, but that's pretty nice. Something random I picked up from Lululemon. I know this was like all the rage because anything mini from Lululemon is a big hit. This is something I'll probably use as a catch-all, or if I'm just out walking the dogs and I need to carry, I don't know, cards or whatever, if I'm just running errands. It's a very nice kind of wristlet if you think about it, and you could just wear it like this, or you could just keep it in your bag as a catch-all. Very cute gift, stocking stuffers, whatever it is. And of course, my biggest gripe when it comes to anything pink, everybody decides that pink has to go with silver hardware. Not the case. You can always pair pink with gold hardware, which is why I decided to pick this up, and it's just really cute. Instagram got to me, and of course I decided to give them a try so that you don't have to. So I'm sure you've heard or seen all of the ads that's coming in strong with Babygold. Now, if you don't get any of those Instagram ads, you're going to now, because I'm saying the word Babygold. However, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. So their business model is that everything that they sell when it comes to necklaces, rings, bracelets, anything that you can think of, jewelry related, is going to be 14K or 18K solid gold. They don't do plated, they don't do silver. I don't think they do silver, but their name is Babygold. So I decided to try it out, and they were doing a discount, and I think they are doing 25% off, probably all the way through like Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And these are actually pretty well priced. So it comes in this, shipping came pretty quickly, comes in this nice box. It was packaged really nice with your care instructions. Okay, so I think they only do 14K karat gold. And this little box is super cute. Again, I purchased this myself. I'm not sponsored or whatsoever. And of course, if you haven't seen my quince, because I think this is kind of comparable to the quince jewelry section that they have with 14K solid gold comparison, I did a whole entire video on it. So if you want to go check that out, do a little bit of compare and contrast and see which one you like a little bit better. The designs on this, I feel like, is much more creative since they are a complete focused jewelry brand. But I like the case here. It's like this velvety feeling, so very good presentation for a gift if that's what you're looking for, or even if you're just grabbing something for yourself. So this thing actually flips up. You can put multiple pairs of earrings in there. So I think this is a nice case. It's not very cheap feeling where it's like plastic or whatever. So I picked up these little huggies that has a little bit of a swirl to it. And these came out to be about $110, which is actually not bad. And they are relatively bigger than the ones I got from Quince, which they're like itty bitty. Again, I'm a big person, so that's probably a me issue, as we have seen the common theme by now. But these are actually pretty substantial. So they look like they're solid gold. However, you can feel how lightweight they are, and they are hollow on the inside, which is completely fine. As much as I want to be bougie and have solid gold earrings, it's going to be too heavy on my earlobe. So these are incredibly comfortable, and the hook on this is very, very secure. So I've been wearing these nonstop into the shower, going to bed, and they are actually pretty comfortable. The reason why I feel like I want to purchase solid gold is that I don't have to keep taking them on and off. When it comes to gold plated, if you wear them into the shower with prolonged use, they end up being very faded or just not as pretty. I will say the gold is not as bright and shiny. It's very mellow, in case that is an important factor to you. And of course, with these, I don't want to be opening and closing it so often by taking them on and off. With gold plated, then this becomes loose, hence being prone to losing it. Screenshot over here, but I've been doubling up with my liner earrings that I've gotten a while back. And then this one just looks really nice, doubled up with the solid gold and the little twisty baguette looking kind of thing. So yeah, I've been wearing this for a couple of weeks now, and I've been loving it. So the next couple items are just super grandma-y, and I freaking love it because they are so cozy, and we are going into the winter season. So I just want to bundle up and feel super soft. And I was like, I don't understand the hype when it comes to barefoot dreams, and they are outrageously priced. So if you can find these on sale, which they do come on sale from Nordstrom's like anniversary sale or just Black Friday sales in general, they are incredibly worth it. Yes, I've been saying, yes, I want to do more natural fibers, yada yada, but this, even though it's polyester, I don't know what kind of voodoo magic that they have put into this. And I've tried other brands like TJ Maxx, just like the crappy brands. Barefoot Dreams just does it so much better. And these are weird grandma that I wear, while I'm working from home. And they're just very warm, very cozy. It comes with little pockets, and they just wrap you up. I got one of these wraps that I think I can wear onto the airplane if I want to, but they're just so cozy. I also got myself a blanket, so they just look like a fuzzy mess here, but trust me, if you see them online, the models, yes, they look pretty grandma-y, but if you want to buy these for yourself, cuddle in front of an open fire or whatever, the heater, the radiator, they're so worth it. See if you can get them on sale because I feel like they are pricey. This navy blue throw, it priced at $158. I did not pay $158, like over my dead body. I'm not going to pay $158. But again, the Barefoot Dreams, they have an outlet on their website that you can find really good deals, but definitely don't pay full price on these. Fantastic gifts, but see if you can get them on a deal. The last section I want to cover here is from Staud. I feel like I've been unboxing and just doing show and tell left and right, but before I get into that, I got a handbag. Make sure you are subscribed. Like I said, follow me on Instagram and check out the stories that I do post where I show you bag of the day, how I style things, but mostly deals and steals, especially as we are heading into the holiday season. I did post about Staud's sample sale, and they do this actually multiple times a year. So they're really good discounts and pieces. They might do a second wave of discounts for their seasonal sales, but the good pieces usually get snatched up incredibly quickly. And Staud is a very cost-effective brand, in my opinion, especially when it comes to the handbags. So the first piece I picked up was a little vest. Never really tried out the whole vest trend, and I figure why not try it out with Staud. This is a very fun color, and I feel like it could go really well underneath like a bigger coat, or just wait till summer next year and I could start wearing it. But this is kind of like a three-piece suit, and I got it in a large. Not usually my style, but let's switch things up. Let's go a little bit outside of my comfort zone and see if this works. I also picked up another piece that is kind of like a vest, but then it's like a spaghetti strap. I did try this one on and it was a little big, so maybe I will give it to Mandy and see if it works for her, because she is a little bit more bustier than I am, so she can probably fill this out a little bit. I should have gotten a medium, but I figured I usually have to go with large everything just because I am pretty busty. But this is a really cute piece at a fantastic price. So again, everything will be linked down below if I can find them, and hopefully they are still available and on sale. Last piece is going to look like a heaping mess just because it's a very thin fabric dress, and of course I love my black dresses. It also came with a really nice belt, so perfect layering piece, and I feel like black dresses can just go with anything and everything. I've shifted away from like the little black dresses and started to go with more long maxi dresses and covering my legs. I don't know why, it's probably the age. I never thought I would shift away from the shift dresses or the mini dresses, but here we are. I like long dresses more than I do short dresses. The last item is a handbag from Staud, and this is pretty big. The dust bag is massive, and let's just show you, let's not waste any time. I picked up this suede bag in like the barrel size. I forget what this is called. Let's see what this is called. Taru bag. It did come in multiple colors, like a black, a camel, and this red. So I didn't want the black one. The camel one sold out pretty quickly, so I picked up the red, and I'm okay with that because I feel like I don't have any red bags anymore. I've gotten rid of a lot of them. And for a suede bag, which probably isn't like the most used bag in my collection, and it's a very deep red, so it's not like really bright and in your face, so I feel like this could be more of a neutral red, but I just thought this is a really fun bag. Now it's stuffed currently, so it looks very big, and it's like one of those like drums that you hit. But when you take out the stuffing, it becomes very mushy, and even though the side of it, the barrel portion of it, is still very structured, but it just gives you a very interesting like look to it. So I thought this was really fun, and it's easily packable. So if I'm traveling somewhere and I don't want to bring my designer purses, I think this is a fantastic one, especially for the fall. Now, is this the highest quality purse? No, it's Staud, and it was on sale, and I think I bought it for 50 or 60% off. Links will be down below. It's definitely under $200 or $300. The edge of this is a little bit sharp. However, I will say that's something I've noticed with a lot of suede bags, especially in the mid-range. You probably won't find this issue in the high-end designer brands, but for the mid-range, it's something about suede bags. They usually, when it comes to like the edge, it just feels very rough. I remember picking up the flattered bag that I really liked and wanted, but I ended up returning it because it had the same feeling where the edge of the suede is just a little bit sharp and prickly. Is it the worst thing in the world? No, because when I'm wearing the bag, it's not like my arm is going to be rubbing against it. The zipper is incredibly smooth, very high quality. I love how it's gold hardware. The strap itself is adjustable. It is incredibly long. However, the holes only go up to this point and it doesn't keep going. So if you want to make it longer, you probably have to punch your own holes. Now the interior is just a big open compartment. It is fabric lined, but you do get one interior pocket here. So if you need to keep things safe, again, I think this is a fantastic travel bag because one, it's pretty secure with the zipper, and two, when you are walking around, you can just kind of let it smush together and it looks pretty compact. But as the day goes along, when you're out and about shopping, buying stuff, and you don't want to carry grocery bags or whatever, you can start throwing things in here. However, the strap is incredibly thin, so I don't know how that's going to lay on your shoulder and how that's going to feel. Probably don't want to load it up too much. Now, I said the side of this, the edge is a little bit prickly and sharp. However, the strap itself is not. It actually feels really nice. It's done very well. Like I don't have to worry about it scratching my arm or anything. Last thing I'll point out is the Staud customization on the hardware. So it's a very nice touch, especially for a bag that is priced under $200. I would say that's pretty fantastic. So there you have it. This is my recent shopping haul and shopping addiction. So hopefully you found some eye candy here. Pick up a few new ideas that you can incorporate into the holiday season and shopping season as gifts. I think the Babygold are a winner. The earrings, definitely, if there are any more deals or private sales coming up, follow me on Instagram. If they are good, I will make sure to post it so you can jump on those deals. The Gola sneakers are fantastic. Definitely give them a try because they are so comfortable and I could walk forever in them. And that says a lot because I have very, very shitty feet. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can somehow adult easier and hopefully less than retail. Everything here was less than retail. Pat on the back. I'll see y'all next time.